In Brazil, more than 2.3 million people depend on Libras, the country's official sign language. On a mission to improve accessibility through innovation and technology, CESAR and Lenovo partnered to develop an inspiring solution, a real-time AI-powered tool that identifies and contextualizes individuals' gestures, while an algorithm provides simultaneous translation voiced out loud. Now the solution is being tailored for various usage cases with the goal of being implemented in the real world in 2024. CESAR and Lenovo. AI for all.
I am Lauro, Executive Director of CESAR, and I am truly honored to be here today with my esteemed colleagues, Hildebrando Lima, R&D and I, Executive Director of Lenovo, and Vitor Casadei, our technical lead and technical leader of this project. Together, we are proud to introduce an innovation powered by cutting-edge technology that has the power to break down communication barriers and foster inclusivity like never before. This success story started 5 years ago with a lot of cooperation and co-creation between these two companies, CESAR and Lenovo. And actually, it's important to say that we are talking about two different companies with different but complementary skills. CESAR, for example, is an innovation center with extensive experience in technologies like AI, computer vision, deep learning, machine learning, cloud computing, quantum. In the other side, we have Lenovo. Well, Lenovo, they definitely know how to build powerful hardware to run a complex system like this one that we will show you today. But this panel is not only about one single project. We are also talking about how we can use technology to change reality. Since established in 2000, CESAR and Porto Digital, the largest technological hub, one of the largest technological hub of Latin America, we could successfully address urban decay in the Brazilian city of Recife, generating thousands of jobs and giving rise to dozens of startups. Last year, the companies located at Porto Digital generated over 5 billion reais of incomes. This is an outstanding achievement that showcases how we can use technology, how we can use innovation to drive economic growth and to change reality of cities, of regions. That's what's happening in Porto Digital. In June 2023, Angélica Mari wrote a featured story about Porto Digital, and she proclaimed that Porto Digital is the most successful tech hub in Brazil. And I think this project between CESAR and Lenovo kind of, I would say that, confirms her statement, right? Well, let's jump back to our project. Hildebrando Lima, Vitor, and I are here today to tell you more about a 5-year R&D and I collaboration project between Lenovo and CESAR. Our goal was to create the first real-time Libra sign language translator, connecting deaf and hearing-impaired individuals with those who can hear. We are confident that the translator will be a game changer, and we are excited to launch it later this year. Hildebrando, thank you very much for joining us. I will pass you the words. Please, tell us a little bit more about this project and things that you think were challenges that we faced during these 5 years.
Thank you, Lauro, for the introduction. It's a pleasure to be here on Web Summit Rio. And on behalf of Lenovo, it's an honor to be here to show you the solution we have been developed after a conversation with a volunteer, a developer that she worked as a volunteer translating Libras in her community. And she came with an idea. I don't have 24/7 translators available. How can we solve issues like people going to the doctor 3 in the morning to find a way to solve their problems and there are no translators? She said, let's work with an AI solution to make it happen. So then we work in this solution for 5 years to build up a solution that can translate from sign language to interpret Libras, in that the Brazilian Sign Language standards, to Portuguese written and also spoken language. So that's the goal for this project. I'm very, very proud to be here today.
Nice. So I can imagine how tough it was to develop, considering that we didn't have a library of Libra sign, right? So after developing this, we should connect to a machine learning application and later then translate in real time, right? So it was a tough work to make it happen.
Yeah, we had to record like 25,000 hours with hundreds of people with different ethnicities and clothes and hairstyles, with glasses, without glasses, to make sure that the algorithm can interpret the signs and translate to written and spoken Portuguese.
Very good. So maybe we can see the demo. I think the audience here would enjoy to see it,
Yeah, I'd like
right?
to ask Vitor to show us the demo. This demo was made to help people asking support for Lenovo devices on the Lenovo Customer Hub, and then this translation can do them back and forth. Even understanding the signs in the screen from in the front of the camera, and also responding with sign with a digital AI-enabled humanized avatar. Vitor is our lead researcher at CESAR, working since the beginning. Thank you, Vitor. Show us the new application.
Thank you, Dobrando. Well, as Dobrando said, we here have an application that's for tech support on... Hello? Oh, okay. So thank you, Dobrando. As you said, we have here an application for tech support on Lenovo laptops. And on our first look at the application, you can already see one of the main components, which is the avatar. She is translating right now everything that is being shown on the screen from Portuguese to Libras. And one interesting fact is that while we were studying the community, we have identified that cartoonistic or 3D models are not well received by the community as avatars. Therefore, we created our own using generative AI and with a human-like appearance. So this is not a real person. This is completely computer-generated, and she basically can translate any options, any text that's shown on this application. And to interact with this application, I can, of course, sign in Libras. So in this case, she's asking me some questions about what might be the problem with my laptop. And I'm going to record a video saying that my problem is with the hardware. And I'm going to sign hardware. And as I sign and submit the application, our AI model is behind the scene extracting all the information from my body movements and my hand movements, and she translated correctly to hardware. One interesting fact is that we do not need to store any data, any video, because we only extract the human skeleton, the movement data. So we do not need to store any identifiable data from the user. Following the tech support here, the application is now asking me which might be the component that might be faulty. And I'm going to say that it's my touchpad. So again, I'm going to record a video, and I'm going to sign touchpad. And this is an interesting sign, because I have to do, to say touchpad, I have actually to use continuous sign translation, which is two signs at the same time. So the laptop and the area of the laptop, the touchpad. And with this, we can show that the application can also recognize continuous sign language translation, which means that it can translate multiple signs at the same time. Finally, the application is now asking me if I am sure that the problem was with my touchpad. And now I can show you another interaction with the application, which is to use finger spelling, where I'm going to spell letter by letter the answer yes or sim in Portuguese. So, as you can see, we recognize in real time, and the application is capable of picking up the answer, and I can, for example, submit the answer, and with this we can continue the tech support script. So we came to the end of this support session, and the avatar now is giving me some information about how could they solve the problem. And with applications like this, using our AI technology for sign language translation, we hope to give more independence and make the lives of those with hearing impairment easier, and help them dealing with these kind of problems. Thank you.
Thank you, Victor. Thank you. That's amazing, isn't it? Think about all the possibilities and applications that we can, apply this technology. So it's really amazing. Hildebrando, let me ask you about the challenges regarding this solution. Can you tell us the technical challenges we faced during this time, during these 5 years?
We have close to 2.3 million people only in Brazil using Libras, the Brazilian Sign Language. It's estimated by the World Health Organization that almost 500 million people, a half billion people, use sign language across the globe. There are more than 120 types and standards of signals across the globe. So we had a challenge to start this project in Libras, but expand this to a global application.
That would be my next question, because when you look at this solution, we think about the possible applications to make it a more universal solution, thinking about other sign languages for other countries. So this is something that you are actually considering as a possibility for the future.
That's definitely a possibility. We have to start with Libras because we have the community, we have the translators, we have also the environment to develop the technology, make it mature. But the technology that Victor had showed us, it's not only capable of translating Libras, it was trained for Libras, but it can translate other types of standards of sign language across the globe. And we would like to expand this to other markets like banks, transportation, health agencies, and governments to support their citizens and their customers that need sign language translation in real time 24/7.
Well, in the last question, I think probably the audience here is curious to know what are the plans of Lenovo to roll this out?
We will start with the solution that Victor had shown us, with the Lenovo customer support, because we need to have a controlled environment to make sure that translation is accurate. And then after using that translation, make it perfect, we will expand to other markets that I did mention, on banks, public transportation, or other types of services that need accessibility for that persons.
Very good. Thank you very much, Hildebrando. Thank you. We are coming to the end. We are coming to the end of this panel. It was great to come here and show you this solution. And I was thinking about this specifically solution, especially at a time when we are all debating the ethical use of technologies such as AI. I think this project is an example of how we can use emerging technologies in benefit of society, the common good, and to transform people's lives. This project perfectly reflects our mission, which is to use advanced technologies to address the biggest challenges of our days. Thank you very much. It was a great pleasure for us to be here. Please consider attending our AI Masterclass tomorrow from CESAR in Pavilion 6. If you want to know more about this project and CESAR, the QR code on the screen, you can use that and learn more about this project and others about CESAR, okay? Thank you very much. Enjoy the rest of your day and evening here at Web Summit Rio. Bye.